and docile, and they only want to live peaceably amongst us. And the church, for the most part, is also asleep. So
Yeah,
please be
what they are
praying.
doing to the Christians who come and they take them to the mosque and do.
Yeah.
Do this, pray for Christians, please.
We will pray.
God bless you. We will like to see your show every night.
Thank you, dear sister. Well, we're going to pray at the end of the show here in about 45 minutes, and we're going to remember your specific request. Pray for Christians, especially those who are being persecuted, falling on hard times. Muslims throughout the world and Muslim countries always give these incentives for Christians to convert. And yes, indeed, it is a sad thing, a difficult thing, and a very revealing thing, I think, David, about the nature of Islam. Why do you need to give people money, houses, all of these things to get them to convert? Or, on the flip side, as it was the case in the time of the first jihads, and even today, why do you need to fight jihad and holy war and force people at the point of death to convert? You know, you probably have experienced many times Muslim apologists saying, well, when the Islam spread, they just simply went and preached, and everyone just open-armed accepted Islam because they heard how beautiful it was. They just accepted it. Well, I guess people's mores have changed because now they have to use guns and money. I don't understand. All right, well, we have a lot more callers. Let's take the next one right now. Welcome, you're on the air with Jesus or Muhammad. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air with Jesus or Muhammad.
Yeah, how you doing tonight?
Okay, hope you are.
Doing okay?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, go right ahead. We can hear you.
Okay, I was listening, and the last caller is kind of a young man.
Yes.
He said that the Muslims are worshiping Muhammad.
Okay, that is what he said. He said he didn't know, but he thought the Muslims were worshiping Muhammad, right?
Yeah, but you guys, what do you think? That do the Muslims worship Muhammad or Allah?
That's a good question. I've got my answer, and I'll give it to you. But first, Brother David, would you like to say anything to that?
When you make it a requirement for salvation or something like that to say there's only one God and Allah is, there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet, you're placing Muhammad alongside Allah as necessary and required for salvation. When Muslims say, prayers of Allah be upon him, be upon Muhammad, and we find that Allah even prays for Muhammad, it's clear that there's something very, very wrong going on here. When Muhammad can do the most reprehensible things, sex with a little girl, raping female captives, supporting his religion by robbing and enslaving people, delivering a revelation to his followers, like you can only have 4 wives, and himself violating that moral standard that he's given for everyone else. When we find this, and Muslims say, no matter what he does, it's okay, I'd say you're not treating him like a normal human being.
All right. Yes, go right ahead.
When we say there is no God but Allah, when we say there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his last messenger.
No, that's not. No, put the word last in there.
Okay. This means Muhammad is the last messenger.
Answer me this: why would it be necessary to become a Muslim and to be saved and go to paradise to say something about Muhammad? If Islam is just a set of beliefs about God and about right and wrong, why couldn't anyone without Muhammad being involved just be a good Muslim?
Yeah, we must worship Allah. We must worship Allah the way Muhammad showed us how to worship Allah. We cannot worship Allah the way we want. We have to worship him according how Muhammad peace be upon him, showed us how to worship Allah.
But he's just a man, right?
This is what it means.
But
This is what it means.
Muhammad's just a normal human being, right?
He is a human being,
Just a regular human being, right?
a regular human being, just like you and me.
Okay. So what are you doing? What are you doing taking this normal human being and saying whatever he does, even if it's sex with a little girl or beating his wife or anything like that, it must be right and all of us have to follow him. Not just a command of Allah. Not Allah has revealed a verse to us of special revelation, but there's a man and what he does is authoritative for us. Anything this guy does is an authority, a religious authority. That's not treating him like a normal human being. It would never occur to me to point to someone who's just a human being and saying, whatever this normal, flawed human being does at any period in his life is something that everyone must follow and imitate. That's not treating him like a human being.
No, he is a human being. There is difference between following somebody and worshiping somebody. We worship Allah, but we worship Allah according what Muhammad showed us how to worship Allah. But
Okay,
do not
all right,
worship
we accept what you say, and we agree with you that this is the official line of Islam. Muslims do not worship Muhammad, they worship Allah. Brother David is making an argument that, yes, that's what you say, but in practice, you actually do worship Muhammad. But here's my question for you, sir. My question, what does it mean, as Brother David pointed out, Yasalla Allah alayhu wa sallam? What does that mean? Allah prays upon the Prophet. What does it mean, Allah prays? Does Allah pray? And if Allah prays, who is he praying to?
No, it doesn't mean that Allah prays to Muhammad.
No, it says, Yasalla Allah alayhu. Yasalla means he prays. That's the third person, masculine singular. Yasalla Allahu. Okay, Allah. Yasalla Allah alayhu. Allah, he prays upon him. What does that mean?
You have to understand the meaning of the Arabic language.
Okay, I understand Yasalla. Yasalla means he prays. I understand Allah. Allah means Allah. And I understand alayhu. Alayhu means upon him. So what does it mean Allah prays upon him?
That means that the mercy of Allah on him.
No, okay, no, that's the second part. Yasalla Allah alayhu wa sallam. But what does it mean? I know Arabic enough to can tell you, if you don't understand Arabic, maybe you don't understand Arabic. Yasalla Allah. Yasalla Allah means Allah prays. How does Allah pray? Who does he pray to?
No, you have to understand the language. This is an Arabic language, it's not English.
Very good. Now you, Mr. Arabic Dictionary, explain to us, what does the word mean, Yasalla?
Okay. When Allah
Yasalla, what does it mean, Yasalla? Just tell us. Just give us a definition.
When Allah prays on somebody, that means his mercy and blessing upon that person.
Okay, so why doesn't it say Ya barakahu? Ya barakahu. Why does it say Yasalla? Why doesn't it say Ya barak? Allah blesses him. No, it says Yasalla. And so we got a problem here. It seems that Allah is praying upon Muhammad. And some would say even praying to Muhammad.
So Allah prays to Muhammad?
Well, you're failing here in giving us an explanation of what it means, Allah Yasalla. I understand Allah can bless someone, but how can God pray? Does our Bible ever say that God the Father in heaven, because Muslims reject Jesus the Son, that God the Father in heaven prays? Who would God the Father in heaven pray to? Who does your Allah pray to? It says very